326. Hey, show 326, August 16th, 2020. Here we go. Opening up Kirkland's sparkling water, grapefruit flavor. So, hope everybody's doing well. I just posted the link in the chat and on Facebook for those elite members who get those updates. So everybody a good week. August is going by fast. Just a couple more weeks until the traditional end of summer, which is Labor Day. This is just 3 weeks from today, right? Or tomorrow. Yeah, 3 weeks from tomorrow. So summer's going by fast with or without the pandemic. I think it might be going by a little faster. I don't know. But yeah, we're here into August, another nice, warm and humid week here in Atlanta. Hot Atlanta. So very good. Got some images in the group today and talk about. I did get a new piece of photography related equipment, so be excited to share that. I know it's something I haven't purchased in a while, but I do have a piece of new. Well, actually, I didn't purchase this. I was gifted this by a friend, but I can definitely use it to improve my photography. So I'll show you that. Yeah, just talk anything else that comes up photographically. Once again, didn't get out with the camera again this week. Been busy, which has been good. And given the wild ride that we've had here the last 4 or 5 months, I'll take all the work I can get at this point. So yeah, take that over priority of everything else. So doing that, but we did set a date to actually go up and visit our friends in Illinois in a few weeks. So hoping to take the cameras at that time. I don't know if I'll see if I can take the large format, see what we get. We're going to be up there for, I don't know, 4 to 6 days, something like that, plus driving back. We're driving back and forth. So should be an opportunity. We're obviously taking a car, so we've got a little bit extra room in there. So I'm going to take some time here if I can this week and make sure I got everything organized. But maybe I can actually expose some film on the large format camera. We shall see. Definitely got plenty of film in the refrigerator to use, so that's no worries there. We just need to actually get out and use the camera. So hoping we can do that at a minimum. Have some digital photography. Who knows what we'll get, but take the cameras with us and see what we see. Obviously, I'm not going to be running around too much with all the social distancing stuff that is taking place, but just be visiting with some friends. So we shall see what happens there. But yeah, coming up on end of summer. It's going by fast, that is for sure. Hey, there's James.
How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good. Knee hurts a little bit this weekend.
Did you been working it quite a bit?
Well, on Friday I went to therapy, and she did this before me. At the end of the therapy, she lays me on this flat kind of bench, and then presses has my knee go up like that, to get the joint there, and that's fine. And then my knee, where at the joint of the knee, right, she pushes down on it because she said it's very close. We'll get it there soon. So she jumps on the bench, nearly on top of me, and she starts pushing. I'm going, it hurts. She pushes more. I said, it really hurts. And then she pushes more, and I said, it fucking hurts. Get on.
Okay, we're done. So that's so she's got the torturist there.
So all day Friday afternoon, my leg was aching. But I went on 2 walks today, and I've done my exercises. So it's just a question of time getting there. How you doing, Wes?
Good. How are you doing, James?
Good.
So it sounds like that was kind of a range of motion test to kind of see how it flex both directions, basically?
Well, on the elbow, on the knee, like when you bend your knee up, let's say that's my knee. When you bend it up, she measures this gap between this leg and this leg, and then when you lay your flat body down, there's the knee. Say, like you got the little gap there. She tries to get that flat as possible. So I'm 2 centimeters off. So that's when she jumped on the bench. Said, "I'll try and get it down for you." Start pushing. I'm going, that hurts. That really hurts.
So it's making sure that you can, so that the joint and everything is good for flat as well as it is for being bent. Yeah.
But I'll go next Friday. I'll see the doctor.
Okay.
So we did it. So
it'll be about a month. You'll be about 6 weeks after it, right? Just about. Yeah. Okay. Well, good. Sounds like things are going well.
Well, overall, I feel like it's a good job.
Good. That's. Hey, Frank, how's it going?
All right.
Good.
Hey there, Frank.
Hey, James. How's the knee?
It's getting there. It's a little bit painful today, but I've done 2 walks and I've done exercises, so I expect it to be a bit painful. But it's not bad. I mean, say I've got this foreign object in my knee.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Got a big chunk of titanium, essentially. That's what it is. So, that
you and me both.
Takes a while. Takes a while to get everything back to normal. So, well, it sounds like you've been very diligent with your physical therapy, which is the main thing. A lot of times people don't. I have some clients that were doctors, and they said that's usually the thing that gets people, especially as they get older. They just don't do the physical therapy.
No, I go to therapy twice a week, and the days I don't go, I still do my exercises.
Yep.
And I still go for walks.
Yeah. That's key. Yep. That's if you don't do the therapy and keep things moving forward, it's really hard. They can't work miracles if you don't work it. If you don't do the therapy and the follow up. So that's the challenge. But it sounds like you're doing that well. So good for you.
It comes to it'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, you're still only really 6 weeks out. So I mean, that's not that.
Well, when you think about it, it looks much better than before I went in the hospital with the other one.
Mm-hmm.
With that other surgeon screwed up.
Okay, so you got better. Yeah, it's better now than it was.
Even though I'm going through the pain, as I said, it's only 6 weeks out. I'm going to have some pain. I would say if I want to cure that, take an aspirin, but I don't want to take aspirin or anything.
Yeah. That's smart. Yeah, don't take that if you don't need to. A little discomfort is fine. That's as long as it's not too painful. But yeah, a little discomfort is fine and that kind of stuff. So good. Well, I don't know if Joe's going to pop in or not, but I did get a new piece of photography gear gifted to me by Joe, and I think it's the perfect accessory for the large format camera. So I'll have to show you guys that here in a second. We'll see if Joe.
Dennis put something up, so I think he'd be on.
Oh, okay. Well,
he put it on Facebook. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I did put it on. I did put it in the Facebook group. Yeah, so I should do that. So, any new equipment for you, Wes? Did you get your lens back, or did you?
I just sent it off this week, and it just arrived there on Friday. So maybe by the end of next week or the week after.
Okay.
I don't know how long it takes.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's not photography related, but I sold my debut carbon on eBay, and I sold it to a guy in Oklahoma City, and he paid for shipping, which was like $55 or something like that, just some kind of regular parcel select. So I print the label out, I put it on the box, and then I take it to the post office, and they were slammed, and the drop-off area was full. And she's like, "Just take it around and put it on the back dock. We've got somebody back there." So I go and drop it there, and then, normally when you do that, you can check later in the night and see the tracking numbers registered. It didn't register, and after about 4 days, I'm like, "Oh crap! Somebody stole it off the dock, or it got lost." And I filed a thing, and finally, about a week later, it magically appears in Memphis. I don't know how there was no scan. It was just like accepted. Here it is in Memphis.
Wow. Yeah.
I was like, crap, because if it doesn't show up, then I got to refund the money to the guy.
Right.
And the post office is like, well, if we don't show an entry scan, there's no proof that you actually gave it to us. So you probably can't file a claim against the insurance. I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah, when it's something expensive, I always get a receipt when I drop it off.
Yeah, and I was in a rush, and they were slammed, and But
I'm
it's
lucky to live where I live. Where
it got into the ground box, and somebody just took their sweet time getting it where it needs to go. It was snail mail, and it just literally snail mail. So that's,
and they're struggling right now. So
So,
Yeah, and they wonder why they're struggling.
yeah.
They're horrible.
So
Of all the FedEx, UPS, and U.S. Postal Service, they're the least favorable.
yeah,
Hey, Dennis.
I prefer the post office to any of the others, but
Yeah, and most of I've never had any issues. That was as close as I came to something bad happening. I was like, of course, it's going to be something that was fairly expensive. Crap! I knew I should have waited in line to get that receipt, and it appeared. So
well, at least it showed up, so that's good.
yeah, and the guy's cool with it. Purchaser's fine with it, so it'll work out. He'll get his new to him turntable on Tuesday. It looks like so. It'll be good. How's it going, Dennis?
Yeah, fine, thanks. You lot, you okay?
Good.
Yep. Just sheltering in place, doing the whole social distancing thing. So
Yeah, well, I'm 4,000 miles away, so that's far enough.
okay.
Is that more than 6 feet?
Yeah. So how are things in the UK? Are they? I haven't seen anything on the news. Are schools started up or?
No, our schools don't go back till September.
Okay. All right. But the plan is for them to go back face to face.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think they're making special arrangements, to.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but they can't stay off school forever, can they?
No. We'll see what happens. I'm sure we're having interesting issues here in Georgia. Schools going back with and without masks, and the ones without are having more problems than the ones with. And imagine that. So
All I remember is when my kids went to school, they come home with everything going. The worst colds and so.
Oh, yeah.
The worst, it goes when they go back.
Yeah, yep, exactly. Hey, Joe.
Hey, man, what's up?
It looks like ranch dressing, so it must be dinner time or lunchtime.
Yeah, we got ranch with the frozen pizza,
Pizza with ranch dressing.
That
I've never
reminds
done
me of-
that. Yeah, your
that
reaction was like,
first
I'm like, oh, ranch dressing on pizza.
Anything with ranch dressing is bad, but pizza, wow!
Man, you've never had pizza with ranch dressing.
I don't eat ranch dressing on anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
See, I'll eat ranch
yeah.
dressing on wings, but I've never had it on pizza. I usually, if I put anything else extra on pizza, it's usually hot sauce.
Yeah, hot sauce. Yeah, I do have that too. But yeah, occasional ranch dressing is oh yeah, man. Yeah, even when you get like some of your cheaper stuff, Domino's and stuff like that, they give you the little things of ranch with
Okay.
it.
I've never put ranch dressing on pizza.
Tried it once.
Yeah.
Once.
Once.
Wow, you guys are like crazy
Yeah.
or something. Like
You might
this
as well be putting like chocolate syrup on there or something, man. What's wrong?
You run out of
I'm
ketchup.
wondering what's wrong with y'all. I mean, it is literally so common that I'm wondering what the hell's going on with y'all. This is like American right here, man. This is like what you do.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, I know it's hot where you live, but I never eat frozen pizza.
Oh yeah. Well, see, you know what I do with pizza is I buy like 2 or 3 of them, and then I freeze them, and then I take them out and put them in the toaster oven. See, that way I have good pizza for frozen.
No, he's lying. Actually, he just takes out, sets it on his driveway for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You probably could do that. You have those solar ovens. I mean, you could
Yeah.
literally set one of those up in your driveway, Joe, and you could cook pizza.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I did cook this for free actually, so.
That's true. Yeah, you do have solar panels, so it does. You could go with your solar oven.
Yeah. So
Well,
right at this moment, yeah.
It's good to see your diet's going okay anyway, Joe.
Huh?
Exactly.
He said it's good to see your diet's going well.
Oh yeah. You kidding? Yeah. I
Excellent.
am on a strict diet right now too, man. Yeah. super super strict. Yeah, I got to keep my carb intake up. Yeah. I saw some show earlier on YouTube, and they were talking about Hawaiian foods. And I guess it's common for them cats to have like macaroni salad with like a side of rice.
Oh man, yeah,
I'm like,
And spam.
yeah. It's a little bit of carbs with your carbs. Yeah,
with a side of rice.
yeah. Well, and they might maybe they put some spam on top of it too. I mean, because spam
Yeah,
is
ranch
huge.
on your pizza, bro.
Spam is huge in Hawaii, don't they? They love spam. They're like the largest consumers by per capita of any state in the country is Hawaii on spam.
And Dennis, a Diet Coke, my friend.
Diet Coke, yeah, that's going to help. Yeah.
That'll balance it out.
Yeah, it's like my dad. He used to say, like, I don't want any sugar in my tea, and he used to put sweeteners in. And then in the evening, he watched the telly and drink a litre of Coke.
Yeah. Now back then, Dennis, the sweeteners were probably saccharin, right? It was all saccharin based stuff.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah, good stuff. Yeah.
yeah. So I know he didn't need sugar in his tea because he had 10,000 spoons in the evening.
Yeah.
Well, everything in moderation.
Even moderation. Yeah. Yeah. Everything in moderation, even moderation. So, all right. Well, I've got a big photography equipment reveal today. I'm talking it up from my good friend Joe, who's kind enough to send me, and I found a perfect use for it, Joe.
Yeah.
I think it is going to take my photography to the next level. So, does anybody else have any new equipment before I share this? No?
I got nothing.
Okay. Well, Joe was kind enough to send me something he thought would be a handy accessory, and when I got it, I was like, "Hey, this is perfect." I mean, I've been looking for something, a new tripod for my large format camera. It's like one of these little teeny tiny bendable, and it works. See? So this will allow.
Does it double as a selfie stick?
What's that? Yeah.
Does it double as a selfie stick?
It did come with a remote.
You're ready for vlogging,
It's a remote, yeah.
Start up a
Android,
vlog
and
channel.
iOS, yeah. So I mean, I think this for those those perspective shots, large format. Like if you were a cat, what the world would look like if you were a cat. It's about a foot high, and it's pretty flexible. It doesn't move too much.
Yeah. I think you know what? I think you'd have to use the Android button. I think large format cameras operate.
Yeah, I think it's probably Android.
Yeah.
But no, it's pretty cool. I think might be a bit too much for this particular tripod, but I just wanted to see if it would actually hold the camera, and it does. See, look at that.
It does actually hold it though.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That
How
is.
often do you use it?
What's that?
How often do you use your camera?
I haven't used this in about a year, which is really sad. But I'm hoping to use it in the next couple of weeks. I'm actually taking some time off to go. We're going to go visit some friends, so I'm going to take my camera with me. But I thought this would be good because these legs are bendable, so I could like wrap it around like a lamp post and do a time lapse, large format time lapse or something like that.
Yeah, it's just a way much cheaper, much more affordable Gorilla Pod.
Yeah, no, it is. That's pretty cool. So yeah, thank you, Joe. I probably won't use it for the large format camera, but I just
You'd have to set it up for hyperfocal focusing.
Yeah, I think so. Well, see, you don't need to use the movements on the camera because it's so flexible. It just moves on its own. But so this is kind of cool. Actually, I think this would be good for. Like you said, Joe, it's a cheap a Gorilla Pod.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, it's just one of those. It was one of those items that super affordable. Does everything a Gorilla Pod did, and it has a remote. So if you can,
got a little remote for the camera. So actually, and it has a bracket, so you can hook your phone onto it, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then the selfie thing. So it's kind of cool. So I'll definitely use this. That's what. But yeah, that's the. I won't say it's a purchase. Photography acquisition.
Yeah.
Thanks to Joe. But
Yeah.
I
At
think you
least
need
it's
one of these, West, for when you're out doing wildlife photography. You can
Oh yeah.
wrap this around one of the posts down in the wetlands and get the alligator to come up close to it right before he chomps it. You can then you have the Wi-Fi connected, so you will capture it on your phone before you use the camera.
Tie up a chicken in there and yeah.
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 So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I'll have to play around with that and get that thing to work. But kind of cool. So I'm gonna use it. Yeah, that's the photography equipment of the week there.
I know, right? I got one and spread the love to Mark there. So
That's pretty
yeah,
funny.
we both have the same purchase this week. It counts. It counts.
It counts. It counts. It counts. You can use it with the camera.
Yeah, not quite as high value as Wes's purchases, but yeah,
this helps. Well, no, it supports my true full frame camera.
Yeah, I did. On the analog side of things, I did purchase my first 200-gram record. So,
oh, okay. Except it's coming from Kansas, right?
yeah, Kansas.
It sounds like it's coming by wagon train because it's going to take
I
a while.
swear. I mean, it seems like it would be faster if I'd have just ordered it from the UK.
Yeah,
So
probably.
is that like an analog productions thing?
Yeah, it's
It is from Analog Sounds. Yeah.
yeah.
Analog
Yeah.
Sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in Salina.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Is 200 the highest or the heaviest?
I think so.
Because I've heard of 180, but I've never heard of 200. But then again, I'm not a audiophile like you guys.
It's a 200-gram. Well, I ordered two of them actually, so I got a 200-gram, 45 RPM.
Yeah. Yeah.
So one of those off the analog master tape, the
Oh,
whole blah 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 thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how much.
Geekery.
Kind of
Total
like Mark
geekery.
said, don't necessarily know how much weight of actual plastic goes into the quality of the sound, but we'll find out. I just want to be able to say that I had, a recording, a pressing that is off of. And there should be no doubt that it should be an audiophile recording, right? An audiophile type pressing.
You would hope. Yeah.
You would hope,
think.
right? Yeah. So
They go to the extra expense of on heavyweight vinyl. So yeah.
I still fully intend on getting one of those other pressings, though, Mark. From
Really? The MoFi.
Yeah.
The Ultra Disc 2 direct to disc ones.
Yeah.
Have any of those, Wes? Have you ever bought
Yeah,
one of those? Those are,
haven't popped on one of those yet.
yeah. That's.
I do fully intend. If I'm gonna drop that kind of dough, I want to make sure it's something I like. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
Well, how
Yeah,
expensive are we talking about?
Like
well,
$130.
if you can get them right from MoFi, then
They sell out instantly, so you have to get it right when it drops, and
Yeah.
then
$125,
if you don't,
$130 for typically one LP.
if you
Holy
don't get
cow.
it, then the price just skyrockets after that.
Yeah.
It's like trying to get a ticket to, I don't know, Rolling Stones or something. Like, if you can get them from Ticketmaster.
You can get them original, yeah, it's good. But after that, yeah. I know they do sound really, really good.
Yeah,
we listened to that one. We listened to Abraxas on at the Rocky Mountain Audio Fest, and it was nice.
Special. It was.
Yeah, it's one of those. Is it 125 nice? I don't know. I got to think about that. You can buy a phone for that or a camera.
If I could get one from MoFi, I'll buy one. I will. But it just like that Marvin Gaye one. If it was still in stock, I would have bought one. But
Yep, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, what's going on? That's a good. Yeah,
some of that other stuff, some of those Stevie Ray Vaughan and stuff. I was like,
you got to be a fan, willing to pony up. Well, it's like buying that expensive lens, right, Dennis? You got to buy that. Got to be a fan of the camera or the lens before you buy
and then the
it.
hilarious thing about it, Frank, is you're dumping all this money on it and you can't play it.
Say what? Why can't you play it?
Every time you play it, it lowers its value, right? Because you're like,
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It's not an investment. Yeah. Once you play it, it's not an investment anymore.
yeah. So these guys will be like, you know, I bought this and I've had it for, I don't know, 10 years and I've only played it 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So they,
Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
what they'll do is they buy it. They might listen to it just, you know, straight up, you know, the first time they get it. And then by the second or third time they're playing it, they're recording it. And then they'll just listen to that recording
Yeah.
of that vinyl.
High resolution recording when they could have ended up just buying the high resolution recording for $25 to begin with. But then they hope to turn around the album and sell it for more than they paid for.
I mean, the suckers are worth, right, Wes? I mean, these damn things are worth $1,000 in some cases, man.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. It is pretty crazy.
Boils down to how bad you want it good.
Yeah. And everybody's got a different level of of how much you want it. Whatever the market will bear, and right now it's still a pretty good market for that. Kind of
And you know what, Mark? I bought another high quality record, 180 gram and the whole 9, from a female pop artist. I didn't realize how big a fan I am of this particular person because I guess I've only got one more album of hers to buy, and I've got everything that she's made.
Oh, really? You bought them all?
Any guesses at how cheesy I have gotten now with my female pop?
I know who it is because I was just looking at Instagram a little while ago.
I was joking when I said Taylor Swift. So
No, not Taylor Swift, man.
Ariana
Grande.
Oh, really?
I wasn't too far off.
Ariana Grande? Wow.
I own vinyl of both, so that's
Huh.
how cheesy I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you and Joe are in the same club then.
Yeah. I'm like, I only
So is
need
that like your
one more
most
album, and
embarrassing? Is that like your most embarrassing LP? Or no?
For me or Wes?
I've got
For either one of you.
Kids on the Block. I've got Vanilla Ice, and I got some embarrassing stuff.
Yeah, no, Wes is gonna top me by a mile. Yeah.
For me, it's a Michael Bolton CD.
Oh,
Michael Bolton. I've got a Michael Bolton CD too.
Yeah. I bought it actually new, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Make it even worse.
Yeah. I've got Olivia Newton-John records. How about that? Does that count?
Who's the artist that I bought a Mark that and the Doobies? What was his name again?
Oh, Michael McDonald.
Yeah, Michael McDonald. I got Michael McDonald. I actually like the darn album, man. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So good. All right. So no new photography equipment other than my spectacular flexible tripod. Any photography news? Anything? Anybody heard on anything? I didn't really poke around too much on the.
No, I haven't heard anything.
Any controversy? Anything? Have they finally decided on the overheating issue on the Canon mirrorless now? That was the big debate a few weeks ago. Has anybody definitively said it really does suck and don't buy it for 8K?
Yeah, I guess if you're a videographer, maybe you don't buy it, but it's really a photography camera to begin with. So if you're a photographer, buy it. If you're buying it to shoot 8K video, don't buy it for that. Yeah.
Boy, that sure did change over quick, didn't it? The minute SLRs could do video, it just was all about the video for most of these people. Like, it was just, you know, pretty darn quickly. It was just all about the video. And then, like, these things are, and they take pictures too, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's it's nice that they do, but if you're really looking for video, you're better off getting a dedicated video camera. And
they have a cinema line for a reason because that's dedicated to video.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't have to jump through the fiery hoops of a DSLR. You know, a lot of these people will go out and buy a Canon T series, thinking, well, Canon has such a great reputation. But they don't realize Canon got their reputation from their 5D and their 1D range, not their $300 DSLR.
Mhm. Yeah.
And so then they start wondering, how come I got to keep the shutter button down to keep the focusing going and all these other things.
Yeah. It's because they're relatively affordable compared to the full-on professional quality video cameras.
Yeah.
I mean, that's and with all the everybody, with all the
For a
YouTube
reason.
streaming and all that stuff, it's just created a demand for it. But yeah, people complaining about the video quality on a still camera. I mean, which is essentially what they still are, is still frame cameras. And it's like, if you really need it that much, then just you got to pay more to get the real thing, not a simulation of the real thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's but it's I guess so. Yeah, it'll get better and better, but it's always, I think, probably going to be, as long as there's cinema level cameras, they're always going to be a few steps behind the real thing, probably. Yeah. As you go through.
Just watch somebody's old YouTube video from 6-7 years ago, shot on an iPhone.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's horrible.
480, maybe 480.
No, it's just blurry. Its color is awful, and it's blowing out highlights and so on and so forth.
Yeah, but it's easy to shoot, easy to use. Though you could hit a button and record. I mean, that was the whole point. Yeah, don't expect to make a major motion picture with your iPhone. Although, didn't they do one? Was it was all on the iPhone 10 or something they did?
Yeah, I think they've
commercial or a small. It was a
short film or something.
Short film or something, like a 10-minute film or something.
Yeah, they've done that, and there's been whole iPhone photography now that some guys are using and getting paid work with. Yeah, so it just depends.
Depends on the use. I mean, the use case and what you're able to do with it. But yeah, it's probably going to be hard to get the major movie kind of look with an iPhone.
Not going to happen, no.
Yeah, it'd be a little challenging. Then you got to pony up for the $40,000 lenses on whatever the cameras are at that point.
Hey, Mark, speaking of pizza, that food. If you ever watch Food Wishes on YouTube, one of his videos is his latest food videos is watermelon pizza.
Ooh, pizza with watermelon on it, huh?
No, he basically took a whole watermelon and just made a big slice out of the whole thing like that.
Okay.
Cut it in 4 pieces, flat, about the thick, and then put toppings on it, and that's his watermelon pizza. Basically, is what it looks like to me. I mean, just from looking at it.
If you put it in the oven, well, you could still put it in the oven. People do grilled watermelons.
Yeah, people grill melon. Yeah.
Yeah, so that'd be kind of interesting. Put like a white sauce or something on it. Then you could use your ranch dressing.
Yeah, if anybody's a fan of Food Wishes on YouTube.
I watch it every once in a while. Yeah,
but he's been around forever. He is.
Have not seen it.
Yeah, he's been around forever.
He's one of the OGs for that kind of content on YouTube, probably.
You know what I found? You know how much I keep up with coffee, and you know what I found out? There is literally a coffee company that markets themselves. They don't put out their own brand of coffee. They literally market themselves to YouTubers as a way to get their brand out there. So they're letting these different popular YouTubers who have like north of 20 million subscribers, market their coffee. So they have all these different brands of coffee.
Like a contract coffee company. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great business model, actually. When you think about it.
So that their whole business is is feeding off of your I don't, what do you call it? Your
Popularity.
Platform, yeah.
yeah, your image, your platform, yeah. Helping you build your image. So yeah, here's some coffee you can sell to your subscribers. And
Yeah, Joe, don't get taken in with the coffee, because I've developed film in cheap supermarket coffee, and it wasn't any different from developing it in the most.
But have you developed film in Joe D coffee?
exactly.
Yeah, it would probably be fine for black and white. Yeah.
Get much more contrast, much less grain if you use
Exactly.
But it only works with black and white.
Well, boom, there you go. Now, Dennis, have you experimented with your different roasts? Now, have you tried it with light roast, medium roast, dark roast,
Yeah.
espresso?
We've done a couple of films, didn't we, a few years back?
Yeah.
But there's lots of recipes out there. You know, there's how much you put in, and
Oh yeah. Well, you basically you're buying the instant coffee, right? Like the
it's just cheap instant coffee, and about eight spoonfuls of coffee mixed with a bit of.
I got to show you guys this. Hold on, I'll be right back.
It works. That was the biggest surprise. That when I took the film out of the tank, it actually developed the film.
There was actually an image. Yeah. Oh, that's it. That is interesting. Yeah, there's all kinds of different recipes. You know, different mixes of the basic stuff to get different results. It's at least within the spectrum of what you can expect to get out of using coffee.
Hey, this will blow your mind.
We are going to do it again. 4x5 piece of film would be excellent, because
it would be. Yeah, that would be.
Just do one at a time, and you can do different recipes.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody want to guess who's got more of what? Does Wes have more cameras, or do I have more coffee makers?
Let me see. I bet, Joe, you've got to have at least 10 coffee makers. I think Wes has more than 10. The weasel. Okay.
Weasel.
Yeah, the weasel poop.
This is weasel shit coffee.
Yeah, it comes out straight out of the weasel's butt.
Yeah,
into your cup.
They say it's the number 2 coffee.
Oh,
it's the number 1, number 2 coffee.
This actually was purchased in Vietnam, mind you, and then brought over to the States as a gift.
Okay, have you had any of it?
No, it's this thing has been in a bag. Probably, I don't know. No, actually, it's beans. It's not ground, but this bag is probably good 20 years old.
Oh my God! Wow! Yeah.
Well, that's ideal for developing film, Frank.
It's aged. What's that?
It's ideal for developing a film.
Absolutely.
No, the pictures come out all shitty.
Mark, come on, man.
Oh God! Talk about low-hanging fruit there, Wes.
No, I had the. Which one was it? They made a coffee out of that. The coffee stout where they use those beans in the coffee stout. Is that?
Yeah, that was Dogfish Head, wasn't it?
Dogfish? No, it was a company out of Europe. Not Brewdog. McKellar. McKellar. That guy, the kind of the random brewer that goes every McKellar. Yeah. Weasel coffee weasel stout or something like that. Oh. Yeah, breakfast weasel, I think it was. And it was good. It was really, really good. But,
I think Dogfish Head did the one with the goats, right? Like that
wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, they try it with just about everything. But
yeah, the goats.
But yeah, I'm actually, that might be a good idea, Dennis. When we take our little trip, I am going to take up some black and white. So I might just try that. Just like not really any, just like around the house shots. We're going to be visiting our friends, and we're probably just going to be hanging out at their house and just, eating and drinking and doing whatever. But I'll take a few shots on black and white and maybe try it. Yeah. Because it's easy. Yeah, just do one frame at a time, put it in the container, and call it good. Yeah.
Yeah. It does work. I've got a stack of black and white and colour, but I'm saving them up. until I get enough to warrant buying the chemicals.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, black and white is great because we've got plenty of coffee and vitamin C and all the recipes in the dark room ready to go again.
Yeah. It's basically just what coffee, vitamin C, and
what was
baking soda.
It was it is a baking soda of some kind. Yeah, I've got it written down somewhere the recipe we used.
Yeah.
It was about 50 grams of baking soda.
Caffeinol is what they call it, right? That's the various versions of caffeinol is what they call it.
Yeah, but on the web you'll find all the different recipes. Some people use a little bit more vitamin C and how many spoons of coffee to use.
Yeah, it depends on whether you want to, contrast. I mean, I'm sure it makes a difference, contrast.
The only thing you've got to use is Fixer, of course, like standard Fixer, because that's only the developer.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, you got to use regular. Well, if you're doing black and white anyway, I mean, you got to use regular Fixer.
What's the vitamins for?
The acid, I think.
Yeah.
And the coffee provides. I don't know what the coffee provides.
Coffee must be alkaline.
Alkaline, and then what does the soda? That acts as a buffer, then probably some type of. I don't know. You can balance the acid and the base, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, because the one developer's alkaline. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, the acid is like your acid stop bath. That's what you used to use to stop the development.
Mm-hmm.
So the developer's got to be pure alkaline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, which is why, stop is that real. I mean, that's basically super high concentrated ascorbic acid anyway.
Yeah.
Commercial stuff you buy. Yeah.
I never used to bother with the acid stop bath. I just used to wash out with water and then
water.
It does the job instantly.
Yeah. So, well, cool. That might be something to try. I'm gonna go through my my film stock. I'm gonna make sure I know how to remember how to use the camera first off, and then
right.
So look in the front. Look at the. I'll have to figure that out. I have to reacquaint myself.
It's funny you say that, Mark, because I picked up my medium format the other day, and I thought, now how do you do this? Because I haven't used it for quite a while. It's definitely a matter of habit. You've got to know what you're looking at. And speaking of looking at, let's look at some images from people that know how to use their cameras. Actually do use that, because that's kind of key. People to actually have cameras and then use them.
Right. Imagine that.
So there we go. We should be good there. Hopefully you can see that. That is I think the latest one from, the first one this week from Simi. Standing still as the world passes by. 39 seconds. So it looks like he didn't just let it do whatever it did.
I like the photo, but the green looks fake.
Yeah, the green is almost, it's like
electric green.
It's like that slime. It's like slime green. Remember that the kids' toy slime, the real super bright green stuff?
I used to have some of that.
Yeah, this is like super fluorescent green.
Because you look at that green, it's kind of oversaturated, and you look at the rest of the picture, the colors don't match.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'm sure I would imagine he can't imagine. Well, who knows?
Yeah. Yep.
Might be naturally that green. I don't know, but it is definitely bright.
This would be a cool one.
Nuclear power plant there right next door to it.
Yeah.
This would be a cool one.
The outlet from the nuclear power plant is right there. So
the only other photography purchase I had this week is more prints. I mean, I do.
Okay. Yeah, you did more. You got more prints.
But
more stuff up on the wall.
With that in mind, this would be a cool print on metal. That green would really pop.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would. Yep.
You should have got the guys on the jetty to stand still.
Yeah.
I know. Right? Yeah.
Is that what metal that prints do? They make the colors really pop. I've never had one or even seen one.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. It will look like you have it plugged into a wall. It's incredible.
Huh.
It almost turns into almost like a neon light or something.
So
Yeah.
it sounds like it's designed for color and not black and white.
Well, both actually. I mean, some black and whites you want those shadows to really stand out, and you know what I'm saying. It just depends on your photo. But you know, some black and whites it would work for. But yeah, more so, it's definitely more popular with people that do color.
Yeah, yeah, just it makes everything just pop. Yeah, yeah. This is okay. So here's a black and white of the probably the same location, just from a different perspective here. So which one do you like better, Joe?
Well, I I really like both of them.
Yeah.
I like what I like about the color one is that becomes like a style right now. That's a thing right now to blur out people, right? So like for a lot of people, if you notice, like a lot of the albums coming out right now, they're blurring themselves. Like that's with us being in isolation, that's the trend right now, is to blur yourself, right? And that kind of adds to the it says something about the time that we're in, right? Like these are, you know, really crazy messed up times, and it's hard to, you know, focus and stuff like that. It just says a lot. So that's to me, I see this as a pretty cool trendy, like to this time. I think in another I don't know, 10 more years, 20 more years, you might actually be able to point that right to this time.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's like these kind of images might be. So it was this time of year, 2020, 2021, whatever. Yeah.
And how many of those shots would never have been made had we not had the phone?
Yeah,
we were all still using film. Probably none.
Yeah, yep.
Exactly. Yep. It's definitely something that is much easier to do with digital technology than film technology.
Yeah, because the black and white, this black and white is just like so calming and just a totally different feel from the same scene. It's so cool.
Okay, so 74 seconds on a digital camera. So reciprocity on this would probably make this like 400 seconds on film.
Yeah.
What do you think, Dennis? That would be, if it's 74 seconds on a regular, and then you start counting for reciprocity failure. Yeah.
Well, depending on the film, of course, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was an additional 4 or 5 stops.
Yeah.
At least.
I'd say make it up to about 3 to 4 minutes.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing that people don't think about on film. Is once you get past a few seconds, then you start counting. You got to add an extra time, even more than it seems.
You can do stand-in development for 5 minutes on some really watered-down solution.
Yep.
Any of you developed really out-of-date film?
Yeah.
Dennis
has. You've done
I've got loads of out-of-date film. Some was 12 years old, out of date.
Yeah, didn't you buy it out of date?
Yeah. People are still charging quite a lot of money for it. Sometimes you pay more than a new roll of film.
Now, what do you notice differently?
To me, I just think the contrast goes, but then I can bring it back in the darkroom with the enlarger, just using the color filters.
Yeah.
So you're saying it gets flat?
Yeah, I still say that this black and white looks okay, but this is digital black and white. But I'd say if you took this with a film camera, it would look so much different. The blacks in black and white film, it was silver gelatin, still on top of digital black and white picture as far as I can see.
Especially if you're using a larger format than 35 millimeter.
Oh yeah. I mean, medium format shines. It makes my digital camera look rubbish if you put a 6x6 film in and print it on paper. It just looks so good.
It's just there's so much more silver there. It's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, I've got negatives I took back when I was a teenager, and they're still okay because silver just doesn't deteriorate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
There's
negatives.
so much more of it to begin with. Yeah.
Yeah, negatives will last forever if you keep them in good condition.
Yep.
Yeah, unlike color film, of course, that's going to fade away.
Yeah. Slowly it does.
Yeah.
Okay, so he had a shot at, is this the same bird? Yeah. Yeah, he says a singular osprey I've been observing for several days and one of its favorite perches. So it must be the same bird, different.
Face the other way.
This is the one he had, I think the same bird as last week, I think. It was kind of from the back and behind, so you couldn't really see its tail, I think. Is that the one we were looking at?
Was that when we're trying to decide if their background was replaced or something?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we were wondering if the background was, yeah. So that must be the same bird as this one that he posted this week. Just from a different angle. Yeah, so I wonder if it's swapping out the background or not. Yeah. Hard to tell. No, it's maybe. You see a little bit of, I don't know. You see
I don't know, when you're using some of these new software programs like Luminar, it replaces the background so seamlessly, it's really hard to tell.
Yeah. There's a few little, you see these little ruffles right above the feather. There's some, you guys probably can't see it, but it's odd. It looks like where it was trying to copy the pixels. Yeah, copy and delete the pixels, to get things to match up. So who knows?
I'd be
What did you say the application was that replaces the background?
Oh, there's so many. It's just a point and click pretty much anymore on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet this is a replaced background. I mean,
I just see it. Yeah, there's some of that splotchiness kind of right around the tip of the beak here, where it looks like it was substituting something, cutting out something and replacing it. Yeah, probably. It looks nice. I mean, the effect is great, but yeah, it probably gives it a more dramatic feel. That's for sure. So
I like this one. It draws your eyes right in.
yeah, yeah. This is at the lake. I'm assuming this is the lake. The pump station. That's at Bridge. We've seen this. Seen this a few different times. So, but nice though. Yeah, I mean, the way he's got it composed. It's just right into the. I guess this is like a little pump house or something. So, kind of cool. Very nice. I like it. 10th of a second.
Well, it says Chelmsford, so I wonder whose that is.
Is this? Yeah. This is yours, huh, Joe? You traveled over there for the weekend, and
yeah, exactly. And I gimped that, that frame in there and everything.
Okay.
Yep.
This was iPhone.
Okay.
I think it's good for an iPhone.
Yeah, but it's GIMP, of course.
Yep.
Because the cathedral itself, one side of it was laying to the right, the other side was laying to the left.
Oh, okay.
The iPhone just distorts worse than the widest wide-angle lens.
Huh.
I had to straighten it up, so I couldn't leave it the way it was. It was just leaning.
Yeah. Well, it came out pretty good.
That's good if you forget your phone, if you forget your camera and you only got your iPhone. At least you know you're going to come out with some good shots.
Yeah, but they do say the best camera is the one you got with you.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
It was a nice sunny day, and
that helps.
yeah, this original church in Chelmsford was First one on there was about 800 years ago.
Okay. All right. So this is the second. This is the new construction on the old.
I think a few times it's been reconstructed for our time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it only became a cathedral around about the beginning of the 20th century.
Okay.
This is the seat of the Bishops of Chelmsford.
Do you know what makes it a cathedral? I don't. As opposed to being a church.
Well, it is quite a large church, but I suppose if it's the seat of the bishop, then all the churches around the surrounding areas, this would be the headquarters, like, you know.
So that's what the cathedral is basically the home office of the bishop.
Yeah, it's also Chelmsford as a city.
Yeah. Okay.
And so to become a city, you need to have a cathedral.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that came out. It came out pretty good, and I think you've got another one. Okay, so this is the front of the cathedral.
Yeah, and I put this one on with Joe, obviously, because yeah, it's black and white. But I mean, churches and black and white go together, I think.
Oh yeah. No, it's all the stonework and iron and everything. Yeah, it just
But once again, I try and straighten things up because whether it's the way I was just holding the phone, it must be like using a super wide lens. If you don't get it absolutely level and straight, it's going to start throwing things all over the place.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that came out nice. So what did you use GIMP to correct the perspective then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I desaturated it, of course, because it was originally in color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I had to crop it because once I straightened it up, I had to get rid of some of the sides. Okay. You can see the edge there on the right hand side. It's still leaning quite badly. You know?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's kind of leaning in.
I couldn't do nothing else with it without pulling the tower over.
Yeah.
A lot of times when I shoot with the iPhone, I leave a lot of extra room on the sides because I know I'm going to have to crop off a bunch of distortion anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You get the same results, do you, Wes, with using the iPhone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Still, at the end of the day, it made a picture.
I mean, that's
I mean, that's exactly it. It's you got something that you wouldn't have had if you didn't have a camera with you. So
right.
Okay, and then this is kind of a different perspective of that.
Yeah.
Haunted. Oh, so were we looking for something here somewhere?
He's not been sussed out already.
Oh, there he is. There's Zeus. Or Thor.
Yeah. Yeah.
There he is.
I was just thinking it's ideal for having an image built into one of the great boats. Of course, it's not fake in any way.
Oh no. That was there. It was originally there.
That's it. I'll have to just wait to see if someone picks it up and goes like, the Chelmsford Cathedral's got a haunted graveyard. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It'll become all these thousands of people will be coming. Like, where did all these people come from?
Yeah,
the internet. That must be true.
I thought the face image would be better than using the fairies.
Yeah. It's a nice shot. I mean, it does a good job. And here we got Wes going back in time to dinosaur world.
800-year-old cathedral. That's nothing.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
We're going back 65 million years. Yeah.
Now, tell the truth, Wes. Did you put these dinosaurs in this picture?
No, somebody else did. I just took the photo.
Hey Dennis, we got a place called Carowinds here, and they got a place like this, dinosaurs all over the place.
Dinosaurs, yeah.
Yeah.
So this was taken with the R and what? How many images stitched together?
I did 2. It's either 11 or 14. One was 11 and one was 14.
Okay. That's a nice. Give it an HDR-ish kind of feel to it. Looks like.
Yeah, I cranked hard on the sliders on this.
Yeah. That came out good though. It's a
Yeah, I
neat-
like it.
It's a neat
Does
one.
the program handle all the stitching well?
Yeah, I find for the most part it does really good job.
Yeah.
Just Lightroom panorama stitching.
Mhm. Yep. Just drop in the images and hit go. Pretty much.
Yeah, I found when I stitch some of the ones I've done, trees are a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
They end up being
the tree.
tilting or whatever.
Yeah. When you see where they've joined, if there's a join running through the branches of a tree, that's when the problems show up.
Okay. Now this one, it's pretty. Ends up with the effect is pretty seamless. Looks pretty good. So there's the first one. Okay. Oh, this is nice. I like this one. You better hurry up and get eaten by the T-Rex coming at you. This is how big is this park? Is it just a city park where they put these in, or is this like a private?
No, it's called Dinosaur World. It's a theme park kind of place, but
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's probably 30 acres, maybe.
Okay.
It's pretty big. It goes back into there's like a more wooded area that has more dinosaurs. This is just kind of like the main entrance area.
Okay.
You go.
Looks like there are a lot of people, fair amount of people out.
Yeah, they're having a special right now. It's like $10 entry fee because had to close some of their exhibits for the COVID stuff. So
Okay. Yeah. Neat. Yes, and because of that, it's probably not a good time to go, especially less people around.
Mhm.
Ooh, look at the colors on that one. That's
Oh, wow.
nice.
yeah,
Are
they were already pretty colorful, and I boosted it up some more. So
Yeah. Move those sliders.
Yeah, that's what they're there for, you know?
Yep.
You got to abuse those pixels, man. Abuse them.
Yep. And you got a lot of pixels there with that camera, so you can.
yeah, I'm liking it. It gives me a lot more leeway on things.
Yeah. Yep. So how far is Plant City from you? A couple hours, maybe.
It's a little over 2 hours.
Okay. Yeah. Looks like it's down in that.
Wow, pretty good.
Down around Tampa. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hang on just a second, guys. Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, it looks like it's down around Tampa.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a drive. Okay. Huh. Nice. That is good. Yeah, we almost ended up in Plant City 20 years ago. Pam almost took a job with a food processing company in Plant City. We were looking at it, and we didn't, obviously, didn't go in. But
Mm-hmm.
it was like the only food company in Plant City. We're like, well, what if something happens, and then we have to move again? If something, if that one company has trouble, then we're in trouble.
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot there, but it is very close to Tampa, so you could always go to Tampa.
Yeah.
Where's is this on I-4?
Yeah, it's right off of I-4.
Yeah, I think I drove past it once. You know, as I went across
Yeah,
town.
you probably did. Yeah, if you drove up Florida, yeah, our I-4 is right up there.
I remember saying, "Shall we go and visit?" You know, but we'd already done Disney, so
Yeah.
yeah, it didn't bother.
Oh, that came out nice. Yeah. So no, obviously very colorful. So good opportunity. And it looks like the light was good. Nice day. So
Yeah, luckily it didn't have much rain, so it was
Mhm.
good.
yeah. Nice. Yeah, probably just the afternoon showers
Mm-hmm.
they normally get. Okay, there we go back to Groton, Connecticut. Isn't that the Coast Guard Academy is in Groton, Connecticut? I think, if I remember right. But this looks like New London Ledge Lighthouse. Okay, so it's out in the middle of the. It's not on tip of land. It's out in a little island in the bay. I like this.
Because you said it's a lighthouse, I can see that. But otherwise, to me, it looked like someone put a house in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Okay. It's pretty old. It's been around a little while.
Pretty large for a lighthouse.
Yeah. It's got the build it up so it can withstand the water in the winter, probably the storms. Nice. Good one, Simi. Yeah, 30th of a second. Lots of time.
I mean, I know they're called lighthouses, but that's the first one I've seen that actually looks like a house. You know?
Yeah.
That's a light mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, light
Almost.
mansion. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 3-story house with a big light bulb on top.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have your family in there while you're there.
Oh yeah. Well, it's out in the middle of nowhere. It's like, okay, you got promoted to lighthouse keeper. We're sending you out to the middle of the bay.
Yeah.
Bring your family. You know, fun for all in the middle
Yeah,
of the
fun for all. Yeah.
Like an arcade and a bowling alley in the basement there.
Yeah. I imagine though, in the winter or whatever, you might be stuck there for a month or so. You know,
Oh man,
with
yeah.
the weather, type of stuff.
We got a few of these running around our coast, and I think they were built in Napoleon time, to stop the ships. They were like fortresses with guns on.
Yeah.
In the 1960s, lots of people decided to go out to them and turn them into pirate radio stations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Navy demolished quite a lot of them.
Yep. Just because they were becoming little encampments for people.
Yeah, I think one guy he bought one, and it's outside the territorial waters, so he's like.
Yep, I've seen that. I can't think of the name.
I think it's Sealand or something. He give himself a title, and he's the king.
Yeah.
Luxembourg. Was it Radio Luxembourg got one of these?
I'm not sure if Luxembourg was on one, but most of the pirate ships around our coast were ships in the 60s. Did you ever listen to Caroline and Radio London?
I listened to Luxembourg.
Luxembourg. It used to fade in and out in the evenings because it was only medium wave, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, this guy who Dennis was talking about, he sells bits of the area, and when you buy it, he'll make you a duke.
That's it. Yeah, title come with it. Yeah, with your land. Yeah.
Yep. You get a little square inch of the island, and you become a duke.
Right.
Yeah. You become royalty. So you can become royalty, Dennis.
Yeah. I mean, but you can actually buy titles still. You can buy all of the manor and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, you know what? When you don't have a title because you gave it up, you can still buy a house for $14 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Well, obviously, we gave our royal titles up. Yeah.
Yeah. That worked out pretty good.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Well, it never hurts to have money. That's for sure.
Yeah, this is true.
It eliminates a lot of problems. Causes a lot of problems, but it can eliminate a lot of problems too. That's for sure.
They're getting paid too much money if they can afford houses like that.
Yeah. Well, they say thank you, British people, for giving us all this money that we can then live off of for generations and generations and generations.
Yeah, well, I was astonished when I found out that Buckingham Palace has got 700 rooms, and I lived in the same borough like my cousin. And we've never got invited there at all the time, and it was just down the road, And I think that's unfair.
Obviously, you didn't know the right people. I mean,
it's true. Yeah.
Well, it's on now for tea, isn't it? Or something for tours, isn't it? I've never gone on it.
Yeah, you can go in Buckingham Palace now as a tourist. Yeah. Yeah, but it's terrible being a poor royal.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't wish that life on anybody. Actually, I wouldn't want that life. That would be. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's okay because you've got one yourself over there now.
Yep. We do. Yep.
Yeah, aren't you lucky?
Well, it depends on your definition.
You just bought a new house.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to watch it. He's probably conspiring to take the place over.
Yeah. You never know. They're gonna try to fix it, make it right 240 years later.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take you back.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Hey, I gotta go. I got a phone call I gotta make. Apparently something happened. So nothing major, but I gotta call some people back here. So, good show. Appreciate the images and stay safe, and we'll be back here. I think next week. Next couple weeks we should be good. 3 weeks out, probably not. We're gonna be out of town, but the next couple weeks we should be able to do the show. So everybody stay safe.
All right. We'll see you,
All right.
Mark. Peace
Yeah,
out.
man.
Man.
See ya.
See you guys.
Thanks. Take care.
Hey, Dennis, watch Margin Call, the movie. I just watched it. It's pretty good.